You can buy a €1 property in a stone village in Tuscany, but is that how it really works? My name is Jacopo, founder of Valente Italian Properties, and to tell you how it is to buy a €1 property in Italy, I decided not just to explain it, but to actually try to buy one myself. And spoiler, it will not be easy. And this is just the first video of a series. The first question is, why would anyone sell a property for just €1? These €1 homes are usually found in remote and almost abandoned cities. And if people left, well, usually there is a reason. These places, in fact, often faces big challenges. For example, they have lack of services, usually no hospital, no schools, or supermarkets. They have poor infrastructure. Maybe they are hard to reach and they have no good connection. And they are far from major cities. But still, they can be appealing for those who want to live in a tiny village in Italy, live a peaceful life, far from the chaos of the modern cities. I did a lot of searching and I found that there is a small town in Calabria called Gasparina in the south of Italy that has an active €1 homes program. At the beginning, I wasn't so sure, also because I'm living in Tuscany and Calabria is quite far and hard to reach. But then I saw this photo and I realized that Gasparina has an amazing sea view and is just 7 kilometers away from the coast. So I visit the website of the municipality, find the telephone number and call. And as it happens in small cities, I managed to speak directly with the mayor.
Pronto?
Sì, buongiorno, io sto chiamando per avere informazioni sul progetto Casa €1.
Ah, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Sì, sono il sindaco, buongiorno.
Volevo capire dove posso vedere le case, come funziona e tutto.
Sul sito istituzionale del comune abbiamo iniziato con 8 case e ci sono anche le foto, alcune foto. Dopodiché, se vuole, mi può rifare questo numero oppure può mandare un'email così la contattiamo come vuole. Comunque sul sito istituzionale si può, ed entro il 14 di aprile bisogna fare richiesta, perché c'è un bando aperto. Queste 8 case però se ne aggiungeranno a breve un'altra decina abbondanti, insomma, quindi faremo un secondo bando.
Ce n'è un po', ok. Per fare la richiesta come funziona poi? Cioè la posso fare dal sito sempre?
Sì, no, veda che c'è un bando, scarica il modello, eccetera, eccetera, è tutto sul sito.
Ah,
però
ok.
per qualsiasi cosa può chiamare, oppure vuole che vi lasci il numero e la faccio chiamare, insomma, mi dica lei, insomma.
Se vuole le lascio il mio numero.
Me lo sto segnando.
Sì, ok, sì. Comunque io vado intanto a vedermi gli immobili sul sito e mi leggo il bando.
Sì, qualora dovesse, sul bando c'è tutto, anche un indirizzo email dove inviare tutto, insomma, eccetera, eccetera.
Grazie mille.
Sì.
Buon lavoro, buona giornata, arrivederci.
Buongiorno.
But here is the catch. €1 homes are usually in very bad shape. The photos that I take from the website of Gasparina about the €1 homes, crumbling and abandoned ruins, often without even a roof or a ceiling. That's why if you buy a €1 houses in Italy, you are committing to submitting a renovation plan to the municipality within a certain period of time, for example 1 year, and then start the works and finish all the works in a precise period of time. In the case of the project in Gasparina, you will have 2 years to make a full renovation of the property. And then you need to cover all the expenses of the transaction, for example, notary, taxes, and all the expenses involving paperwork and cadastral work. So it's not like a walk in the park, and it may not even be a smart financial move. Just because you can buy a property for €1 doesn't mean it's worth it. To understand if the investment is worthy, you have to make a precise cost-benefit analysis. And I will do it myself because I want to understand if it's worthy to buy one of these property in Gasparina for just €1. So to begin, I need to understand the market value of the properties in Gasparina and what will be the value of this property that I can buy for €1 after the renovation. This is so important because there is the risk that what I will spend for the renovation will be much more than the market value of the property after the renovation. So I will end up wasting money because if I will need to resell the property in the future, I will probably lose money. So I need to understand what the market value will be after the renovation, how much I will spend in renovation to reach that value, and also how much this real estate asset can generate in revenue. My plan is to make short rentals, touristic rentals, and I believe that Gasparina could have some potential from that point of view because it's near to the sea and it's the south of Italy. But again, I have to consider what I will need to invest in the property and what will be the revenue to understand if the return on the investment is what I'm looking for. For example, if the return on investment will be 3 or 5%, I could easily get that same return on investment on the financial market, for example, with bonds or ETFs, with way less hassle and risk. Because let's make it clear, to buy €1 property in Italy, make a renovation in a city that is far from everything, can be a risk investment. Another key factor will be the possibility to get bank leverage. Italian banks give loans to buy and also to renovate property, and this will be a possibility for me, but also for you as a non-resident, because Italian banks give loan also to non-residents that want to buy and renovate properties in Italy. And this is an interesting possibility for non-resident buyer because interest rates right now in Italy are much lower than United States, for example, and the loan will give you the chance to not use a lot of money out of your pocket and to use money from the bank. So using less liquidity from your savings can also increase the return on investment. The problem is that I still need more details about this property that are available in Gasparina for €1 to make a proper business plan and to make an analysis of the cost and benefit of this investment. So what I'm doing right now is writing an email to the technical office in Gasparina to talk to somebody and to have some more information. Now I'm curious to understand, what do you think about the €1 program? Is it interesting for you? And if you are planning to buy a property in Italy, tell me your stories. I will read all the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because in the next episode I will make a full benefit cost analysis and a business plan about the real property in Gasparina. See you in the next video.